It's Masters Week, and if you ask just about any sports fan for their bucket list trips, the Masters will be right at the top. Our Corey Miller found a group in the Metro East who hasn't just crossed Augusta National off their bucket list, they've made their April visit a tradition unlike any other. That is tonight's Sunday Conversation.
If you love golf, you probably have your usual group. That collection of 4 to 10 guys who are always up for a round.
It'll work.
But this Metro East golf group is different than most. For 25 years every April, this bunch has a tee time at the most hallowed ground in sports, Augusta National for the Masters.
2001, I began getting badges, 2 badges, good for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that were as good for the whole weekend as long as I continued to pay for them or didn't pass away and leave them to someone.
Over the years, this group has their trip down to a science, splitting the 2 passes between each other each day. But the endeavor still requires some very important planning.
It's amazing, especially when you're married, because we have these wonderful meetings. They're planning meetings, but they're just an opportunity to get together.
We always get in trouble for, why do you guys have to have so many Masters meetings? Well, there's a lot to discuss. Everybody has their roles. You know, Rob the cook. We got guys that arrange the transportation. John Goldschmidt is the accountant.
Over the 25 years, the roster of patrons making the trip may change a bit year to year, with some even knowing each other since their childhood days. But the feeling of walking into Augusta never changes.
You're in line, you're walking through, and then all of a sudden, it just hits you in the face.
Very first time in '98, I will tell you, the hair stood up on the back of my neck.
It's like, this is what golf courses look like in heaven.
I told you this bunch has things down to a science, even down to their own personal green jackets.
I didn't have my own green jacket, but my wife gifted me at Christmas with my own master jacket, so I'm able to sit at the champions table for dinner.
There you go.
There you go. Good ball, John.
And as you might expect, they've seen some memorable Masters moments over the years.
I'm standing next to Chad Daly. You know, he's hitting a tee shot and hit that ball just whiffed by your head. And you hope he's accurate, and then you know.
We watched Ernie Els 7-putt on the first green, and it made me feel pretty normal then.
Many of those moments authored by the one and only Tiger Woods. And you always know when Tiger does something big at Augusta.
The cheer that Tiger would get for like an eagle on 13 or 15 was, as they say on TV, way louder than any other cheer, which is the Tiger cheer.
Almost the ground shakes because when he does something fantastic, everybody knows.
$50 says you won't make it. Tiger turns around and looks at him, just looks at him like this, and he says, "You're on." And Tiger proceeds to sink it. The guy pays him.
It's a yearly trip every sports fan can be envious of.
Way to go, Jim. Way to go.
But for 25 years, it's always about more than just the Masters.
The same group is keeping it going, you know, and it's just, that's really special.
Just the friendship, you know, that everyone's got each other's back, and everybody, there's not anything that any of these guys wouldn't do for one another.